Good morning, friends, and welcome to another video. Today it's going to be a little bit of a hectic one. We are traveling down to St. Louis to visit with family for the holidays, and I'm very excited. We've kind of spent the morning packing. Now we're gonna go take Milo on a walk. I'm gonna return this so somebody else can get like a last minute holiday read if they want from the library, and we'll start driving down. All right, so we have Milo in the back, and I think are all ready to go. So yeah, I am going to be kind of listening to a bunch of different things during this trip, but the main thing that I'm going to be trying to listen to is an audiobook, and that is The Way of Kings. I've actually tried to read the physical book of this before, but the audiobook is new to me, so I will let you know how that goes.
Stormlight Archive. Kalak rounded a rocky stone ridge and stumbled to a stop before the body of a dying thunderclast. So we are officially at my parents' house in St. Louis, and I'm really excited. We kind of spent the evening just like catching up with everyone. And for those of you who don't know, I'm actually the oldest of 5 siblings, so there's quite a bit of us. We are missing one of my sisters. She's coming in a little bit later in the week. But the holidays is just kind of like a fun time to meet up again, kind of see what everyone's doing, what everyone's loving. My little brother is loving the yo-yo right now, which he's actually like super good at it. I was so impressed. But it's been kind of fun catching up and seeing all the Christmas decorations. It's also just super interesting. So I actually grew up in South Carolina, and like my childhood home was there. So they moved to St. Louis like 2 years ago, and it's been a little weird. I am currently in the exercise room for this week, and I'm sure a lot of you can kind of relate to you know, being an adult and kind of coming home feeling a little different, just because it's like, one, maybe your childhood room is kind of changed up and got replaced by different things, or your parents moved and so your childhood home is no longer a place you can go back to, and it's just kind of like an interesting feeling, but I will say that recently it's just been nice to be with family. It's been so nice to be only 5 hours away from family. I'm like super grateful for being like kind of located where I am. It's been really, really nice. But let's talk about the drive for a minute. So I'm not gonna lie, I am still struggling with doing audiobooks in the car. I kind of tried to do The Way of Kings, and although the audiobook is like great, I just while I'm driving, if I'm listening to like a podcast or just like someone talking, I end up falling asleep while driving, which is not super safe. So it was a little bit of a struggle for me. I ended up just like stopping it and listening to Christmas music on the way here, which is also a vibe. It was a nice time. But yeah, I just struggle. I don't know what it is. It's one of the things I'm really trying to work on. I've gotten better with audiobooks, but I feel like I still have a long way to go. So if y'all have any tips or anything about making audiobooks easier to read, easier to kind of like digest in the car or in other things, if you struggle with the kind of like similar feeling, I'd love to hear it in the comments, because yeah, I've been like seriously struggling with it. But I am excited for reading this week and kind of really getting the time to read this week, because I won't have school, which is super exciting. So I ended up actually bringing a lot of the books that I brought to Arizona here. So if you want to see all of the books that I brought, you can check out the video right there. But I also brought 2 other books to read here, because I'm only 9 books away from finishing my reading goal, which is crazy. I'm very, very excited. It's been kind of a struggle, like for kind of the entirety of summer. I just was in the biggest reading slump. I barely read anything. And in the past 2 months, I've read around like 20 books, which is crazy to me. So I'm trying to end the year strong, try to finish 10 more books for my challenge. We'll see. Either way, these are the 2 books that I brought that are different from my Arizona TBR, and that is The Time Traveler's Wife. I actually have read a little bit. I kind of started this in my 24-hour reading challenge, and this was like the last book I was reading, and I just kind of started falling asleep, which, to be fair, you know, I was up for 24 hours, so gotta give myself some slack there. But I'm liking it so far, so I kind of want to continue reading this. I might keep reading this tonight, actually. It just sounds like a nice read to finish out my day. And I also brought another nonfiction book, which is How to Do Nothing, which I've kind of like read a little bit, and I keep going back, and again, I've heard absolutely incredible things about this book. I actually like already recommend it just based on what the information I know that exists in the book is. So there's that for you. But I want to like really sit down and kind of dedicate some time to it, maybe annotate it and really dive in, because I feel like it'll be very, very helpful for me. I will say this is maybe an improvement with learning how to do nothing. I deleted TikTok officially. It is now gone. You can still see like my older videos on there and stuff, but I am not currently on it, which, if you know from my replacing TikTok with reading time, I was on TikTok for 4 to 6 hours a day. It was not healthy. It was getting to a very dangerous point. So you can click just, you know, up there if you want to see when I was in the depths of my TikTok addiction. But I will say that I've deleted it and I feel a lot better. I feel a lot more productive. I feel a lot happier. So if you are struggling with a social media app currently, this is your sign to delete it. Take advantage of being busy during the holiday season and just get it out of your life. It's an excellent way to do it. I did it during Thanksgiving and it was super nice. So highly recommend doing that. But I apologize if this has been a little bit rambly. Again, I am kind of a little tired from my 5-hour drive today. And I am kind of in the middle of, you know, reaching out to family again and kind of catching up and just enjoying my time this evening. So I will kind of leave this video off here. But I have some very exciting things that I'm going to do with my family and with everyone here that I'm excited to show y'all. So keep watching. We have, I think, 6 more days of vlogmas, which is wild to me. But I will kind of leave this off here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!